G'day folks, today oztooltalk are taking a look at the glide saw from Bosch. This is a 10-inch model, the GCM 10 GDJ.
Yep.
Bit of a mouthful.
Yep.
I've been saying to Mike for like 3 years, I really want one of those glide saws. And so Bosch ponied up and sent one to us.
Yep.
In October last year.
Yeah, you're in trouble. We're both in trouble. we do apologise to Bosch. This should have been out a long time ago.
Should. But we're going to make up with that with a very, very comprehensive review.
Yep.
I'm going to say. Anyway, so we're going to show you some footage.
Yep.
And we're also going to show you some close-ups of all the features of this saw because it is laden with features.
Yes, it is.
And we'll come back and we'll tell you about the specs and wrap it up for you.
Yep. So for a few people, all of this actually looks a little out of control. The Bosch has always got lots of bits and pieces going on. It is simple if you take a breath, unlike me when we first got it. So this lever here on the left-hand side, lift it up, and this allows us to do our left 45 and our right 45. So once that's unlocked, I can actually tilt the unit over for our compound. And if I come back to the straight and I flick it over to the right, I can then drop it across there. It's not bolted down, so it's a little hard. So if you want to go left 47, you go all the way over, and then we just turn this knob further, and we can actually drop over to a 47. Okay. I've got the fence in the way right at the moment, so it's a little hard. If I want to do a 22.5, I actually pull this knob forward, rotate it a quarter of a turn, and let it pop in. And it'll actually drop into, it is there, it's locked into a 22.5.
Sure.
So here, we've got our miters. So standard, everybody has it, you lift up, and turn it around and it'll click in. So if you want it to click into that, you don't want to have to turn this to lock it, you simply press that there. So now I can't push that up. So this is to lock it into the indents which are underneath here.
What numbers are we indenting at? Is it like 22, 45, 60, that sort of stuff?
Your 15s, 22 and a halves, your 31, 6, 35, 3, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, sure.
Thereabouts. But you can also, obviously, if you've got your own angle, you just lock that up, and she's rock solid, absolutely no dramas.
So they're trying really hard to let us do all our adjustments from the front of the saw as much as possible.
Which is important. You pointed that out before when I had a Tanty. So that is actually important. That's quite clever.
Yeah.
So
with the old saws, you know, like my old one, you've got to reach around to the back of the saw to be able to do any beveling.
Yes, yeah, that's true. That is very true.
All right, we've got some
here. Yeah, so
here.
Once you flick your little lever in here, your safety, as you come down, if you're trenching, you set your depth here, and you simply flick that out, and there's your depth there.
Yeah.
I really like this particular arm. You get stuff all flex out of it,
sure.
Compared to some who have quite a bit, so when you're trenching, you actually get an uneven surface.
All right, so yeah, there's a lot of bells and whistles, as you can already see.
Yep.
We're just going to talk about our overall feelings about the saw in general now.
Yep.
Obviously, the feature, the thing that sets this apart from every other saw is this glide mechanism.
Yep.
And it's very, very sexy.
Yeah, it's out of control. I saw this a few years ago in the city. Bosch took us out when it just was released. My rep took us in, old mate Bayless, and this thing was off the scale then.
Yeah.
It is so stinking super smooth. It's off its brain. So out on a job site, it doesn't offer, as far as this whole system at the back,
Yeah.
the glide part, doesn't offer any real benefit other than super smooth and I think longevity versus the two rails.
Sure.
But for a workshop, this here from the front of the fence to the back here is about 360 mil. That's out of control.
That's true, yeah. So your total depth was about 830 mil.
From front to back?
From very front to very, very back, including the knob
Yep.
and everything.
Yep.
Which is a good couple of hundred mil shorter than the one I got at home.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, it certainly saves your bench
Yep.
a lot.
Yep.
And as we said, we are both very impressed and in love with the axial glide system.
Yeah, yeah. It just means you can tuck it up in the bench a bit better. And which I've seen quite a few guys now, you can get those mini tents that go up the back that actually help to suck all of your dust in.
Oh yeah.
You're not so deep, so you can actually put this shroud really close.
Sure.
So there's a lot of benefits now for this,
Yeah.
even as things change.
Yeah. Now what's the cost of this system? Weight.
Yeah.
This is about 30 kilos.
Yeah, I'm a chicken arms, and I'm happy to admit it, but stuff me, I really struggle lifting it in and out.
Yeah, so this is the 10-inch model. The 12 is going to be even heavier. Not sure what that is.
Yep.
But yeah, at about 30 kilos,
Yep.
it's a fair old lift for one person.
Yep.
Being a mitre saw, it's not particularly small and compact for you.
It's not 30 kegs in a little slab size, is it?
No, so it's going to be a bit awkward.
Yeah,
So
it does have a decent handle. It has got a sticker here to say don't lift here.
yeah,
But it's got a decent handle. But look, two people lug it in and out.
yeah,
I think. But I'm positive that it's really built for benches or being on one of the extension tables and you cart it around on that. It's not designed to be up and down.
yeah. I've seen people have these on the rolling
Yep.
trolleys, so that you just set it straight up.
100%. Yeah. As with anything that Bosch seems to do, they do it stinking well. This is German made, and I don't think they've changed that recently.
Okay.
So it's this thing. I think that. No, sorry, it is made in China. My apologies.
Okay.
But look, they make things stuff and solid. They just don't play up. Bosch have quality built units.
They do, yeah. And the German engineering into this is obviously, it shows.
Yep.
In every way of the saw.
Yep.
Now the motor on this is 2,000 watt.
Yes.
So it's going to do anything you want.
Yep. Brushed unit.
It's a big chunky unit.
Yep.
Yeah, there's not going to be any job you're going to throw this at and it's going to turn its nose up.
No.
Not at all.
We did stacks of different types of jobs with it,
Yeah.
including the 100 by 100 post.
Yeah.
I've done some heavy stuff. It doesn't groan. And the thing that I do love, which you can't see from there, but this is belt drive. I've always banged on about the fact that I love belt drive.
Yeah.
Because if this has got tons of guts and you got a nice blade on it, you can be chowing through some stuff, but if something goes wrong, you're going to melt or break a belt. I'm okay with a $30 belt. Used to be 15, but they're getting more expensive. I don't want to have mesh gears and smash the gears apart, because that's just the world apart.
Well, it's two screws in this cover here at the back that you can't see.
Yeah.
Change the belt over, and I love it.
Well, while Dwayne was setting the camera up, I quickly whipped that off just to check out inside and see the condition of the belt after using it for a year.
Yeah.
So, and it's Mickey Mouse, so there's no dramas.
We've got the stock blade on here, the stock Bosch blade, which is still going pretty well.
Yep.
Bosch did actually send us a Diablo as well, which we have lost and haven't used yet.
Okay, it's in this shed somewhere.
You're going to get better performance again if you put that higher end blade on it.
Yeah, right.
So yeah. What else do you want to say about this?
Honestly, there's not a lot you can say that it's other than it's tough, and we showed you the footage and showed you the features.
Yeah.
The one thing I would say I'd like a little improvement on is dust extraction. Now, I don't know if that's just, maybe if we did a poll, every person that uses a droppy and every reviewer says, oh, we want better dust extraction.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the case. It just doesn't seem to catch quite enough here.
Yeah.
We actually had it on, I don't know where we put it, little Bosch dust extractor most of the time.
Yep.
I had it on this little cordless version here, which sucks up plenty.
Yeah.
So it was good, but this actually kicked off a fair bit of dust in behind. I was always vacuuming behind it.
Yeah.
So I'd like a bit better dust extraction. Or maybe I need to pony up with one of those little half tents.
Yeah. I think
to collect it
you're
properly.
right. We all always say that about all saws.
Yeah.
Don't we?
One thing I would like to do, which I keep being too much of a lazy bugger, I'd like to nip these up a little bit and just tighten them so there's a little bit of friction.
Oh yeah.
I know it sounds weird, but this is so free.
Yeah.
It blows everybody's mind. It's so smooth.
Yeah. Is that
For
what
me-
is that what those little screws here?
I haven't even looked at it to see how you do it. I know
Yeah,
you can tighten it up a little.
Sure.
It's just, for me, it feels a little bit loose.
A little bit too free. Yeah.
It's not. It came standard. They all feel like that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just what I'm used to. I'm used to a bit of friction and a bit of noise.
Did we have to adjust this out of the box to get it to be square?
No, it was perfect. It's about a mil out now.
Okay.
So I think I've actually knocked it out about a mil. And I had a chat with someone actually on Instagram, and they said, look, it's a bit of a pill to change, but then other people went, no, it's not. It's easy to change. So I actually need to recalibrate that by about a millimetre.
Yeah, sure.
I only noticed it when I did some big wide, what's it called? Melamine.
Oh, okay, sure.
And I was going right to the edge, and I was about a mil out over that.
Oh, I see. Yeah, sure.
So-
Yeah, so your cut capacity is 306 mil
Yep.
by 80
Okay.
when you're doing a standard cut.
Yep.
So only 80 mil. So you can't do a dressed 90 mil post on this or anything. And if you put it on a 45 Mitre, that's going to reduce to 216 mil.
Yes.
If you're talking bevels, when you put it on a 45 bevel, your cut capacity is reduced to 54 mil.
Yep.
If you put it on both a bevel and a Mitre, 45 degrees,
Yep.
you're then talking 30 mil by 208.
Okay.
So you can still cut some reasonable stock.
Still pretty good for a 10 inch. Don't forget, this is a 10 inch. It does look big. There's a massive motor for a 10 inch.
This whole frame and motor looks like a 12 inch.
Yep.
Everything about it looks 12 except for the blade.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, so 4,800 RPM is what the 2000 watt
Okay.
motor gives us at
Yep.
no load.
Yep.
And yeah, I don't have much. I used this for a few months before I dropped it over to Mike to use it.
Yep.
Yeah, it felt like a big improvement on my big old DeWalt that I've been using. Like
Yep.
it's probably a 15-year-old saw.
Yep.
But yeah, I really like how feature friendly this is. I really like not having to go to the back of the saw to adjust the bevels.
Yeah, that is nice. That is one thing that isn't to be sneezed at.
No.
This may confuse people at the start. It did me.
Yeah.
Because there's quite a bit going on. But once you do work it out,
Yeah.
it is nice not having to lean right over the back.
Sure.
So yeah, Dwayne used it. I then put it in my shop here for 3 or 4 months.
Sure.
I then took it up to work for almost a month, and it was used by anyone and everyone up there. And I've done a stack of jobs up there as my daily, and it is magic. It is a really, really tidy saw.
Yeah. As long as you don't have to move around too often.
No. Well, luckily it was screwed to a bench.
Yeah, you love this saw.
Yeah.
Now I can see holes on the sides out here to extend the width.
Yep.
If you want to. I don't know if it came with that.
They're probably up at work.
Up at work, yeah.
There's a couple of steel bits that are up at work, yeah.
Sure.
I'm going to get something really quickly and then we're going to wrap it up. What I did find with the saw, one thing for your timber stops here, this is the one that came with Bosch.
Sure.
It's a screw thread all the way.
Yep.
That actually frustrates me a little bit. So I had Metabos sitting here, and Metabos has a nice button there you press, it's a quick release.
Oh yeah.
I used that because it slots straight in the back.
Sure.
I actually used Metabos just because I can press a button,
Yeah.
slide it up and down, and then get my fine adjustment. So much quicker than mucking around with that.
That's
so
right.
I'd actually, for something like this, I'd love for every company to go to a quick release one like that. Small
Yeah.
thing, but for me, when I was doing repetitive cuts for a couple of things I was making up at work,
Yeah.
that came in super handy.
Sure.
So other than that, the jet really is.
Awesome. All right. Well, that's probably all we've got to say about it.
Yep.
Please tell us what you think of the glide saws.
Yep.
And comment and like the video and subscribe if you can.
Yep.
And we will see you next time.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
See ya.